You know, I am about as unpopular of an entertainer that it gets. Probably the epitome of it. But my unpopularity didn't begin in the comedy music world. My unpopularity probably goes back to third grade when the teacher would give me a 5-minute head start at dismissal time to run as fast as I can because other kids were trying to chase me on the way home from school and beat me up. And I got pretty good at cutting through backyards and running down, streets they didn't know about. And then in 5th grade, a classmate of mine formed an organization called MAC, Men Against Carpy. There was a popular TV show called MASH in the day, and he was very illustrative. He wrote it in large letters with the stars from MASH. Fast forward to college, I lived in a dormitory with a couple roommates, and people were knocking on the doors all the time. Cool guys who wanted to go and hang out and pick up chicks, or just girls who wanted to come around and get laid or whatever. They're groupies, but they weren't coming for me. They were coming for my roommate, man. We lived in bunk beds, and I was in a bottom bunk, he was in a top bunk, and I got to hear all the creaking and all the moaning, and the fucking tissues full of cum would throw down, practically missing me onto the floor. And I remember we all went to see this. It was a popular movie called First Blood at the time with Sylvester Stallone. And I remember we all went to see the movie, and after the movie, he's walking with all his friends, right, in a group, and I'm walking by myself, and I started to identify with John Rambo. I started to feel like John Rambo, like I had that song in my head. It's a long road when you're on your own. All John Rambo wanted was a cheeseburger. That's all Sheriff had to do was give him a cheeseburger, and he'd be on his merry way. And I guess after that movie and just feeling like the way he did, I just started Ramboing out, man. This guy, this roommate, another thing this guy did to me, he told me that I didn't shave my head bald. If I didn't get a crooked, him and his friends were going to shave my head. And I had a feeling he would do that too, because he used to give me peanut butter woolies and saliva woolies and all this stupid shit. So nothing else to say. Oh yeah, one more thing. If people don't like you and you're pissing them off and they reject you, they're actually doing you a favor, And the same people who reject you and blow you off and don't say hello to you, they're the same people who want to come up and pose for a photograph with you when you're famous or want your autograph. And you know what? I used to think I'm going to say fuck you to them if they come up to me, but I'm going to thank them. And I'm going to pose them because I am who I am because of them. Because when people reject you and they give you tough love, they're actually giving you the best gift of all. So thank you very much.